Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance, and this is a Bishop, the Tier 5 British SPG, and we're on Ensk, and it's being commanded by Wekan. Now, appears he's headed for the bushes. Yep. Okay, and we've got some targets straight away. Let's bring up the minimap because we always like to see a big minimap. The thing about the Bishop is it has got a very short range, but it's incredibly accurate. Once you're dialed in on a target, you can hit it repeatedly, and that can become very annoying for the enemy. It's got a 4.5-inch howitzer. It's the top gun. With a good crew, you can get a reload time of about 10 seconds or so. In fact, actually, Wekan's got a reload time of 11.9 seconds, which is very good. Round out. Oh, that Strodny 39, Viz 39, actually moved. Actually, Strodny means medium in Czech, I believe. So it's a medium tank 39. Rounds out. And that's a hit. 138 hit points. Looked like it hit the rear, the engine deck. It's probably still there. It is. Yep, rounds out again. Another hit. 172 hit points this time, and it tracked him. So he's still going to be there by the time the next shell arrives, and he's been killed. So he's now a wreck. T95, easy hill. Rounds out. Oh, it's moved. He's moved. Oh, it's going to land behind him, but it did do 5 hit points of splash. Would you believe it? Not much splash on the Bishop gun, but he managed to get some off that. Round out now. Should get it right. That's a tracking shot. Yes, he got the rear. You can see the yellow mark on the rear of the vehicle. So he did badly damage that T90 Type 95. 177 hit points. It's a lot. Okay, he's going to have to try and shoot past those spires, or those chimneys rather. And that Hetzer was in heating. He was getting in the way of that Type 95, and unfortunately Type 95 is now dead. That's a lovely shot. First kill. Okay, Sav's gone down. There's the Hetzer. Ready, round out. Oh, it's going to land to one side, but he still gets a kill. It was a 14 hit point splash, would you believe it? And that was all that was needed to get the kill. Right, they're 2 up on the enemy. Now they're only 1 up on the enemy. He's fired a round in clutch there because he's on the move. The unfortunate thing, as I said, the Bishop has got a very short range, so he has to move in order to get close enough to fire at the enemy. And that KV-1's almost at maximum range. Rounds out. Oh, it's going to miss. It's going to fall behind. Yes, it's got a long flight time for the shell, 2.4 seconds, so he needs to adjust for that accordingly. That KV-1 is on fire, or was on fire. He's aiming for the engine deck again. He got a critical hit, so probably got the tracks this time. Waiting for the reload to go in, and can he get it in time? I think he can. Rounds out. Now, no damage report from the KV-1, but while he's moving, he is looking ahead, trying to see if he can hit the enemy at the other end. They're going to pop into view very shortly. There's a 105 FH-18B2 up there, a birch gun. There's the Fifi. Can he get the shell into the cockpit? That will probably wipe it out. Oh, it landed right into the fuel tank, right next to the Fifi. And he's backing away. That Su-85, ooh, toast. He got shotgunned by that Fifi. And the Fifi's pulling away. Now, can he get it right? Leading shot, rounds out. No report of damage. Trouble is, the Fifi is not a tank that the Bishop wants to face head on, because that 10.5 centimeter on the Fifi is deadly to tanks like a Bishop. Because they would just wipe out the housing, which is obviously one of the weak points, the superstructure on the Bishop. Okay, there's somebody in the cap. In fact, there's 2 enemies in the cap at this moment. Round goes in. No. The only people who are left are the Arty on his team. Going for that M3. Oh, bit late. Yeah, he needed to adjust. And there's the Fifis coming in, so This is going to get very, very tight. Now he's aiming for the lead again. He's moving. Rounds out. And he gets a kill shot this time. 64 hit points. Gets the Lee in the side. Now there's the Fifi. Oh, unfortunately he hasn't got much in the way of hit points though. He could probably take him out with one shot. And he does! 142 hit points. If it had been a full health Fifi, I don't think he would have been able to do that. Because a full health Fifi has more hit points than the hit points of a shell from the bishop. So he's firing around him blind because the enemy is almost finished the cap. Oh! No, somebody left the cap! The cap number went down suddenly to 1. So I think somebody left the cap because probably the enemy said no cap, kill all. And it's only there's only Wekan left in the team. And there's the Covenanter. He's in the cap right now. Lines up a shot. Misses. They've both got very, very low health. Oh, he's been hit by the KV-1. He's repaired his track. Okay, he's lining up the Covenanter for a shot. He's only got a limited angle that he can shoot at here because of the building in the way. Fires in a round. And he gets a kill shot on the Covenanter. So that means there's only 2 enemy remaining. The enemy bishop and the KV-1. But the KV-1's already hit him once. Okay, the KV-1's firing at him. The bishop is really close. Just around the corner. He's taken a hit. But he's lining up the KV-1 and he hits him! Shotgun! Now he will reload before the enemy bishop gets close to him. And he can turn. That bishop's already had a big hit himself. So now it's a question of which one is going to shotgun the other. They're facing off each other. Wekan's got his top gun. Can he finish this off and win the game? Looks like the other one's coming close. Is he going to try? If he has to come around that corner, he is going to get hit. Wekan's working it out exactly. He doesn't want that fence post to get in the way. Because if the shell hits that fence post, it could pre-detonate before it hits the bishop. He's waiting for the bishop to come round the corner. And the moment he does that, he's got him. Now he's pre-aiming. Steadying his aim. You can see where the KV-1 hit the bishop. He actually hit it. If I look at this, you can actually see where it was right in the centre underneath the gun. In the superstructure, which is one of the weak points, the superstructure. Okay, he's backing off, but he's trying to keep his aim on the target. That door won't be a hindrance from here. And of course the enemy bishop won't be able to see him or detect him after a while. And that might encourage that bishop to come around the corner. And then Wekan can shotgun him. Okay, he's gone undetected now. Waiting for him to come around that corner. And he fires a round in, but no joy. Now he's reloading. Okay, he's going to try and make a move to the cap. The question is, where has the enemy bishop gone? There he is! Oh my god! Oh, he took a big hit! But that means he's in reload! And that's it! He's a kill shot and he wins the game! Oh my god! That's pretty amazing. He took a hit in the side. You can see the yellow mark. It went onto the body of the tank. That's probably why the enemy bishop didn't wipe him out, because the body, the chassis, is actually one of the strong points. As you can see, the superstructure only took a tiny hit, and that's why he only lost a little health from that. If he'd actually hit the superstructure head on, I think that probably would have been a kill shot for the enemy. But Wekan has won. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tanker for Wekan in the bishop. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, screen incapacitations or module damage. And he picked up a duelist because he damaged or destroyed 2 enemy vehicles that caused damage to him during the battle. But surprisingly, and I didn't spot this, he actually won a Kolobanov because he stood alone against 5 enemy, and defeated them all. He actually took them out face to face. Which is pretty amazing. You know, he didn't use Arty mode at all during the final stages. except of course for the Covenanter, which he pre-aimed in Arty mode and then shot in shotgun mode when he went back to third person. So that is pretty amazing. He also received the Stark's Medal because he got 2 hits and lost 2/3 of his hit points during the battle. One of the hits was from the KV-1, the other hit was from the Bishop, and he survived the battle to win. And he got a Defender Medal because he reduced the cap points by at least 70 or more whilst the enemy was capping. And of course he picked up a Top Gun because he managed to get at least 6 kills. In fact, he got 7 during that battle. If we look at the team scores, well, he managed to get 1,179 hit points of damage. He got the highest in number of kills, 7, and he got the highest base XP, 839. He fired 24 rounds, got 11 direct hits, 10 penetrations, 4 splash damage of 1,179, of which 736 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously shows how many of the shots that he fired were at very close range. He received 4 hits, 4. 2 were penetrations, 2 were non-penetrations, and I think that's a testament to the fact that most of the enemy aimed at the strong points, the chassis. Damage blocked by armor was 45 hit points. He damaged 8 enemy vehicles, he killed 7 of them, and did damage assistance of 40 hit points, and he managed to get 78 defense points on the cap whilst they were capping. On a premium count, he earned 27,204 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and ammunition is cheap for the Bishop, he received 22,817 credits. He also received 1,259 XP, and it was ×5 for the first victory of the day, and there's a holiday ops bonus in there as well, and he took away 6,446 XP in total. That's an absolute monster total of XP. So well done indeed, Wekan. That was a really great replay to see, and just shows that the Bishop actually can be exceptionally powerful when it comes to defeating the enemy face to face with that big 4.5-inch howitzer. So well done indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.